I think the process is going to go pretty smoothly. We've already seen some controversy about her as a nominee. They're raising issues like her lack of experience on the bench, her lack of real-world experience outside of academia and government. But the Republicans very quickly signaled that they weren't going to present a united front against her. And I think the reason for that is pretty obvious. She's a highly qualified nominee. There's nothing in her background that would set off alarms that would say that she would be out of the mainstream or have any sort of significant problems. And so it seems to me that the process is going to go pretty smoothly. She's going to have to explain things like, for example, her decision as Dean of Harvard Law School to maintain the ban on military recruiting on campus, which was a very common thing at law schools across the country. And she's also going to maybe have to explain some things about her views on abortion, which is going to be an attack from the left on whether she was too willing to sign on to restrictions on abortion. But she's a very highly qualified candidate, and she doesn't have the sort of paper record that's going to get her in trouble. So I don't think there's going to be any significant problem with her getting confirmed. Elena Kagan is likely to have a pretty significant impact on the court in certain ways, but not much of an impact in others. Let me start with where she's not going to have much of an impact. If, as people suspect, she's going to be relatively liberal, that is on the liberal wing of the court, then replacing John Paul Stevens will not move the court at all to the left because he was already the leader of the liberal wing of the court. So, although we don't know a lot about her views, we assume that since she was a trusted advisor of both Presidents Clinton and Obama, that she's likely to be pretty much on the liberal side of the court. So she will just help solidify that wing of the court, which is really made up of 4 justices. As far as her long-term impact, though, she's such a strong person. She's so scholarly, and she's got such great legal skills, and she's also a great consensus builder, that she may have a significant effect on the court in terms of bringing the institution together, helping move it along. I could even imagine her being sort of a second Chief Justice almost, in the sense that she's going to be such a strong intellectual presence on the court and a consensus builder that she'll bring people together and be able to work things out in a way that will lead to fewer fractured rulings on the court.